Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I know, what happened? 2019 came in with a bang and I left with a boom, and here we are in 2019 and this is the first video and we're halfway through the month. I'm sorry. My law school applications are due February 1st and so I've been dealing with a lot of that this month, and then I just got back to work, so I'm trying to figure out what days work better for me to film and things like that, but it's hard. Anyways, I filmed today's video featuring ProFusion Cosmetics. So this is their blush palette, this is their highlight slash contour palette, and then I got the Amber Eyes, and this is what Amber Eyes looks like. Comes with a brush, which is right here. Anyways, so if you want to see how I recreated this look and my thoughts on the ProFusion sector of the makeup world, then keep on watching. Bye guys. So today I wanted to film a video filming some ProFusion products right before the holidays. Target, well, if you don't know this, you can find a lot of these ProFusion products at Target. That's where I've purchased mine. So this is the eyeshadow palette and it was only $7. It was $6.99. It reminds me a lot of the Naked palettes. It's got the same tin cover and then mirror on one side, and then comes with a little brush, flat on one side, blendy on the other. So given that, I found these, and I've mentioned these before on my channel, and these are $5 a piece. And this is the highlight contour palette and then the blush palette. Although this is more highlight than contour, and these are very powdery, as you can see. There's only one contour shade in here, which is this one, and I do enjoy it. And these are all the highlights, so they definitely have some light stuff to some darker stuff. Like, I could never wear this. And then the blushes, like I said, they are powdery, and I think some of my favorites are actually Juicy, which is the brightest one in here right now. So I'm gonna take matte primer, the Infallible Total Cover foundation. Please excuse the annoying dog. I don't know what his problem is. I just know he must hate me. I don't know if you guys know this, but there's an app called Overdrive, and I know everyone's like all about Audible and blah blah blah, but Overdrive is an app for the public library system, and so you can actually check out books online for free, like libraries typically work. And I've been obsessed with that recently. I've been real hype. So the app is called Overdrive, and then the other app you can use in collaboration with it is called Libby. Check out many titles, but you only check them out for 14 days, and then you have to renew the subscription. All that jazz. Anyway, alright, I'm just using the Ellen's color corrector and then the NYX HD. Take that NYX HD. I'm just gonna take some Veil translucent powder. We can set the rest of our face, and I'm just taking a big brush and I'm just taking my Wet n Wild pressed powder. I'm just gonna do my brows with the NYX Professional Makeup Micro Pencil, and I really like this. So now that we've got our brows in place, prime the eyes, and I'm just setting it with my powder from my face. Taking the first color Likeable. And I'm going with Fearless. I'm going to swatch these three right here because they look really similar. So they're pretty, but they're also pretty, like, they're not very dark. There you go. So we've got Outspoken, which is this one. Then we've got Amore, the middle one. And then we've got Devoted, this one at the end. So they are different, but they're very light, I feel. And this was many swatches over top. And that is the order they're in. So I feel like they look darker in the pan than they swatch. But let's see how they apply. I'm going to go in with Amore, which is like the pinky color. I feel like it looks very pretty. I feel like let's do some Pink Nation. There is some pigmentation, but it's not significant. They are extremely soft when you touch them. I'm just kind of building. Like building. See, like, if we can have more of that color peek through. Like that pinky color. I mean, I think you definitely see some pink in there, but it's not very pronounced. I'm gonna wet this so I can do a shimmer on my eyes. Chatty, which is this one here. It's a shimmer. Looks like a pink shimmer. Whoa. Hello, pigmentation. Whoa, honey. Oh. Whoa. Wow. That's pretty. Now I'm going to go ahead and go in with Thoughtful, which is also a shimmer. And I'm going to go with that on the outer end. And this time I'm not putting anything on. But there's a lot of fallout on my face. And I'm just kind of adding this here at the ends. Could you see that? That's my technique right there. Okay, I'm going to wet it. We're going to try this other side. Okay, there's definitely less fallout when you wet them. I'm gonna go back in with the more, which was that pinky-er shade. So I'm wondering if, like, we can build this a little bit more. Maybe. Maybe not. I'm gonna go in with a more again. See if we have any better luck with a different kind of brush. And it doesn't look like we do. Yeah, I don't see any difference. I'm just gonna highlight the brow bone with this guy over here, and that is Ideal. I'm gonna line them. I'm just taking my Essence Super Skinny Liner. We're gonna pop some into our inner corner. I'm going to take the color Excited, just because it's another shimmer we haven't used. And I want it to be different than the one we currently have on our eyes. It's very pretty. Now I'm going to take the highlight and contour palette, and I'm going to contour with the, it literally says shade contour. Couldn't have nothing to do with creativity. And this has like a coconutty smell. Yeah. It's not like a giant dark streak. I think you can build it, which once again is good for beginners. And I'm gonna take some blush. I'm gonna go in with Great, which is the darkest one in here. I feel like the blushes are a little bit more pigmented, but same thing. And for some highlight, once again, always with the brush with these highlights. It's just not, it's too powdery otherwise. I'm gonna go in with Heartfelt, which is this one, which has like a pink undertone to it. You see that? Very pretty. I think the highlights are very nice. I think the blushes are also nice. And I'm just taking my NYX Kohl Black Liner, which I keep jamming in there, and it just keeps getting so bad. But we will do something about our lips. So I'm just gonna take, I didn't get this long ago, but like the name's already rubbing off because I carry it everywhere with me. So I'm just taking this Wet n Wild gel liner in the color Bear. Oh, this is a new one. Bear to Comment. Because I actually already have one of these. Okay, we'll put a lipstick. We're gonna put Patina by Stella Cosmetics, I guess, just to give us a little bit more color. I don't think this is worth it. This Amber Eyes, no. $7 at Target. If you want a color that's just gonna like wash off your face, or not wash, because it didn't necessarily just completely wash off, like it's there, you guys can see it, it's there, but it's so, you just have to build and build and build. Like if you're afraid of eyeshadow, then this is a great palette, because like you're never gonna get too dark regardless of the colors that you use. And the shimmers are pretty and they do blend. They just all kind of blend into just becoming the same color, so you really don't get a variation of colors. Highlight palette is worth it. You just wet them and you've got this blinding highlight, even too blinding possibly. And like I said, this is a contour shade. They only have one in here, so I don't know why they call it, well, I guess there's one contour shade, so I guess they can call it. And you can see, I don't think that it's blotchy. I really don't, and I think it's kind of a neutral color. I have no issues with this. The blushes, even though they look like they're very toned down, so like for these colors, I could never use these as blush because they're too light. They're like for very, very fair people. Net eye. And so even this darkest one, which is like a purple, I put on my face, and not too intense. And I do build it a little bit, but nothing too crazy. So I guess those are for $5. I do think these are worth it. I think you can make these work for you. I definitely do. It's just about finding the right thing to make it work. And I don't think these eyeshadows are way better. These Wet n Wild ones, way better. Look, I'll show you what I mean, so you don't think I'm just talking out of my ass, which I'm not, for the record. I'm going to take the same little brush. I'm going to take this pink shade here. Right? Bam. Do you guys see that? Same brush. I gotta even it out. Can't be walking around. So I would say, you know, save your coin and spend $10 on something like this instead of spending the $6 on something like this. And so you see a reference, like this is what the colors are. Alright? They're either $5 or $10, but definitely this over this any day. If you're afraid of shadow, go for it, because these shadows are definitely the kind that you can blend and you're never really gonna get too deep or too dark. So if you're a beginner, then maybe like that's your interest. And the shimmers were okay, but even then they're not my favorite and I wouldn't recommend it. But these, I do think that for $5, why not? Thanks so much for watching, and until next time, bye guys.